Hey everybody, Brian Curran, the fishing musician, back for another guitar lesson. Jailhouse Blues by Robert Wilkins, one of my all-time favorites. Very cool guitar work going on here. And I thought this would be a good follow-up to the lesson I did on Mississippi River Blues by Big Bill Broonzy. A lot of thumb work in that tune, a lot of thumb work in this one as well. But what's unique about this is the thumb works a lot on the treble strings. Really kind of neat technique to get into, so I thought it would be a good lesson for you. And I would put this at the intermediate level. So if you're just a beginner, there's some good information in here, so don't turn away right away. But I would put it definitely at the intermediate level for fingerstyle guitar. So without further ado, let's get into the lesson. Usual disclaimer, I don't claim it to be 100% accurate to the original. We're just covering the intro. But I think we're pretty darn close, and certainly enough to get you started into the tune. As always, if you hear, if your ear is guiding you somewhere else, follow your ear. So we're in the key of E, standard 440 pitch. The original recording is down a little lower, so if you want to play with Wilkins, you have to detune. But for the sake of the lesson, we'll stay in 440. Out of the key of E here. And before we get into the riffs, I want to talk about some moves that you could maybe just really get familiar with before you work on the licks. And that's going down with the thumb on 6, up with the finger on 1, and down with the thumb on 3. That groove is pretty standard throughout the whole tune. A lot of that's going on. So get used to that. Thumb, finger, thumb, right? Down, up, down. Good aggressive thumb work. You know, push through with that thumb. Good idea to maybe pause it here, work that out, come back to the riffs. But for the sake of the lesson, let's move on, right? So here's the riffs. We start with the 3rd string on the 2nd fret. I want you to slide that up to 4, and as you do, play very aggressively with the thumb, and we're sliding right into 4, but my thumb is strumming all 3 of those strings. See that? Then we're grabbing our thumb on 6. We start that move that we just talked about. Down with the thumb on 6, up on the finger, then moving the 3rd string with whatever finger you like to the 6th fret, down with the thumb. So we got slide, starting our move, 6th string, up on 1, down with the thumb. One more time, slide down, thumb on 6, up, down, thumb. And you can brush the 1st string. You don't have to target just the 1st string. So you can brush it. Right? But that's the move. Then we're going right back to repeat that thumb, finger, thumb. But this time, thumb on 6, just like normal. Finger on 1. Thumb's going to come down on 2 and play the 2nd and the 1st string, and bend that 2nd string. See that? Take some strength. You can put some fingers behind it if you want to bend. Back to the thumb on 6th string. Right back to that 6th fret. Same thing. Hope that makes sense. Right, so we got, again, I'll walk you through. Slide in, down with the thumb. All those strings, grab that 6. 1. Down with the thumb, off the 6th fret. Down with the thumb again. Up on 1. Bend the 2nd string, thumb through. Right, now we're just going to repeat the 6th fret again. Repeat the bend again. Whoops. Repeat the 6th fret again. right? That's the very first part. The third time through is slightly different. We'll talk about that in a second. So let's walk through that one more time, real slow, right? Slide and try and play along as just repeat after me as we go. So we got second fret, thumb down, slide in. Sixth string, first string. Sixth fret on 3, thumb down. Sixth string, first string. Second fret, second string, 7th fret, thumb down and bend that string. Back to thumb on 6, finger up, fret that 3rd string, 6th fret, back to 6, back to 1, back to bend, back to 6, back to 1, back to the 6th fret. Third time through, we start the same. Bend, but this time, hold that bend, play 6 again. Play the bend while it's up and release it. Same thing, push that thumb through. Gives you that whine. Kind of a cool sound. Sounds like a pedal steel almost, right? That's the third time around. That ends that main riff. Then we're going to go back to a straight E position. We'll talk about that in a second. So let's see if we can play this a nice slow tempo all in line, right? Here we go. Try and play along with me. Even if you're making a mistake, just kind of imagine your fingers doing it. It's a great idea. Just to run through the idea of making those moves in your mind is quality practice, aside from actually playing it, right? So here we go. I'll give you a 3 count and we'll start it on 4. 1, 2, 3. Third time, hold the bend. See that? Let's go one more time. Nice and slow. 1, 2, 3. Slide. Hold the bend. Okay. Now we're on this lick. The key here, I'm a little back and forth on what's going on here. I feel like sometimes he's continuously just bouncing that index finger, but sometimes I don't hear it that way. So I'm kind of on the fence on exactly what's going on this lick. So for the sake of the lesson, I'm choosing just to do it with a single hammer. Sometimes I feel like he's bouncing, kind of bouncing that finger. But we'll just do the single hammer on for the lesson today. But again, if you see that same move, but this time it's off the E chord, be conscious that you want the thumb to attack the 3rd string. So we're going thumb on 6, up on the chord. Here you can be very brushy if you want. Hammer on that 3rd string. And make it quick. Don't do this. You want... And again, push through with that thumb. Real fast. Hammer. So again, down, up, hammer. The next time it's the same move, but we play off the 5th string on the thumb, but the same hammer. So you're going 6, 5, 6, 5. You do that 2 times. The second time through, we just play straight from the chord, but the same pattern. Thumb, up, thumb. So you get 5th string, right? 6th string, 5th string, no hammer off the 6th string. That's what we got so far, okay? Let me give you that 3 count. See if you can play along with me, nice and slow. Even if you can't picture it in your mind, pretend you're playing. It sounds strange, but let me tell you, man, it really does help. If you're not able to make the moves quite yet, just pretend you're doing it. Imagine it in your mind, right? So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. Right, let's do one more since I botched it there. Let's try one more time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Botched it there too, put an extra hammer on. But you get the idea, right? Let's move on to that lick. And then we'll review that whole part again and we'll make up for those little mistakes. Sometimes it's hard to slow things down once you got it under your fingers. So this lick is just an A bass line. It's off of an A chord, and we're just kind of playing a bass riff off of it. So we're going open 5th, 4, 2 on the 4th string, to 4 on the 4th string, working our way back. Back up. Back up. This time, we go up, come back to the 5th string, and we're back to the E lick. Do the same thing there. So you got see that there again? Open 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. Back to the 5th string on this one. See that at the end? Back to the E lick. So let's take it from the beginning again, and let's play it right this time. Sorry about that. That's my fault. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hold the bend. E lick. Twice. A. E lick. Right? That's what we got so far. Let's do that one more time. I'll try and keep it nice and slow. I'm speeding up a little bit there, I think. I'll try and keep it down for you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hold. E. A lick. Final phrase, pretty simple. We go to a regular old B7 chord and we play this. But there's no up strum now. It's just all down thumb. So 5, down with the thumb. Raise that finger to the 6th string. Play the thumb. Slide your B7 chord up a whole step. Play thumb off 5. Back to original position. Back to the E lick. Takes care of the intro. Again, that's last part, B7, just thumb work here, excuse me. Down, raise the finger, 6th string, down, move the chord up, whole step, 5th string, down, back to original, down, E lick. One time through. Let's go to the beginning, play through the whole thing. All right? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. B7, slide it up, back, right, one time through. Let's go one more time. Here we go, so you don't have to rewind all the time. One more. 1, 2, 3. Whoops, false start. Let's try another. 1, 2, 3. D7, right? Well, there you have it. Robert Wilkins, Jailhouse Blues. One of my favorites. I hope you enjoyed that and hope you found it helpful. And a cool technique, right? Using that thumb up on the treble strings. Not quite as a common thumb technique, but very, very effective, very useful. So, as usual, to let you know, I'm available for private online lessons. Got some guys all around the country, even a student now in Australia. You know who you are. You're doing great, man. Keep it up. So, yeah, until next time, we'll see you all next time, and take care of yourselves. Thanks so much.